Well, this is the iRally Power Stage preview for the Rally Finland 2011 Power Stage. It is stage 22 of the rally. It's nearly 4 kilometres long. It is Lahavuri stage. Now, anyone who saw my Power Stage preview for Greece will understand why I'm not driving this time, but I've got a very decent driver with me. It is the lovely, lovely Christian Silva. Christian, listen, this stage, it's a great stage, interesting stage to run as a Power Stage because it's been used quite a few times before, particularly as shakedown.
Yeah, this stage is really, really nice as it's used for shakedown. All the drivers know it really well. But what is the problem is that this road is not used other time during the year, so it's really, really soft and it will be really, really in bad condition. So it'll be very interesting.
Okay, well you're driving, so let's just head into the stage then and take a look at it. As I say, nearly 4 kilometres long this one, so let's get into the stage and have a look. Now, the great thing about this stage is it's right in the centre of town and the atmosphere around here is tremendous. Oh, hello, is that a water splash? Oh, water splash, and then what, a jump, Christian? Would that be a jump?
Yeah, and that's what they now built new, a water splash before the jump, and they wanted actually to know if it's deep enough so that they can go flat out over the water splash and then over the jump.
And what's your take on it? Was it deep enough?
Yeah.
There we go. So we're heading up the hill now. In the winter time, this is a ski slope, is that right?
Yeah, it is a ski slope, and this used to be also a downhill cars on gravel at some point, and then it was put tarmac on, and now used for rally.
It's incredibly steep. The first part on tarmac as well. Come on, Christian, I think you can push on a little bit. I mean, you know, I know we don't want to say any silliness, but a little bit.
I have full throttle, man. This car is just not a world rally car, so...
Okay, so we're at the top now. Okay, we're in the trees. You don't have to push on that much, I have to say. Now, that's interesting. So we're out off the tarmac into the trees, and it's very, very narrow. It looks quite tight in here. Is this typical of a Rally Finland stage?
No, it's not so typical. There's maybe 1 or 2 stages similar to this, but normally it's a lot wider. The surface is a lot harder. Here's quite a lot of loose gravel, so it's not typical, but it's really interesting. Here's a really interesting place now.
We're just watching these guys on the outside. They're obviously putting things together. That's very, very rough indeed. And you're saying that'll only get rougher? Oh, hello, hello, oh. That's someone with a bit of skill. I've tried that before and got into all sorts of trouble. Well done, you. And that looked very rough to me, though. That
was really, really rough. And there is a cliff inside. And, you know, if it's now so rough, nobody has driven through the stage. So just imagine when they do Thursday, first they do that stage. Maybe they repair it somehow. But then the last stage of the rally it's going to be rough. This part is going to be really rough. It's a really fast section as well. So it's flat out, but really rough.
This car just doesn't want to go up the hill.
It's dying. It's dying. It's not funny, Colin. I'm absolutely pedal to the metal.
We're not going to be setting any competitive times through here today. Christian, listen, you've driven this event 5 or 6 times in the past. You were second in Group N. You've driven it in World Rally cars before. It's a very particular event that seems to suit the Finns, isn't it? But what is so particular about Rally Finland?
I think it's the fastest rally of the year, and also with the biggest jumps, and all the drivers seem to wait for this event. Like, you know, it's the event that all the drivers are really waiting for, and for me, of course, as a Finn, this has always been one of my favorite events. Although I've never done so well here. I've been 5th, 06 we have a 5th, and then the engine broke. Here I broke 07. I broke the steering of the Mitsubishi on the inside in shakedown.
What, here?
Yeah, in shakedown I hit the pole. So it's not been so good event for me.
Oh dear, well, listen, it still could be a good event for you. Obviously, you're working with WRC Radio this weekend, but you've still got plans, obviously, to compete here. You're still a young man. You've still got what Rally Finland's in front of you.
Yeah, that's my goal. As you said, I've been working as competing with you for Rally Radio Finland, but
we work together. We don't compete.
We will compete. This is a really interesting section. If it's going to rain, it's going to be a really, really slippy part. I don't know why, but every year in shakedown this has been driven and it's been wet. It's really, really, really slippy. And also, as you can see, well, people can basically see how soft it's going to be. That it's going to be full of ruts. And I don't know what they're going to do after Thursday, if they can really, how well they can prepare it. And Power Stage is the obvious way, so it will be interesting for sure.
Yeah, it's being run as stage 3 of the rally. Remember, the rally gets underway on Thursday evening with 3 stages. They go to Lankama to start off with. Remember the carnage that we saw in Lankama last year, some very big crashes there. But they then do stage 2 and they come here for stage 3 on Thursday. And Christian, you're saying that it could be rather messy by the time the boys get here for stage 22. They'll go in reverse. Bit difficult then to pick the winner, because it's going to get more and more difficult. 10 or 12 cars. What did I say about turning your telephone off?
You said we are not BBC, so we can have the phones on.
As long as it's not your mum, you're all right. Okay, yeah, so it could be that this will suit cars a little bit further towards the start of the start list. So maybe we might see maybe one of the local Finns, maybe like Rantanen or Ketama, someone like that. They may well pick up the points here.
Yeah, that is absolutely true, and I think for the first time the top boys are not so happy that it's reverse order, so maybe they would want to go first. Here is now a really nice place coming up. It's quite slow left corner, but we go through it surprisingly fast, and it drops a bit downhill, and people have gone a bit wide here on the exit quite many times.
Yeah, there's not a lot of space there, is there? If you go wide there, you're down the side of that hill. Well, the trees will stop you, but you're probably not getting back on again. Are there any big moments that you can remember in the past, apart from you breaking your steering and shakedown? Is there anything that we can think about here?
This corner here, right? We had a big moment here. Same year shakedown, no, 06 shakedown. We went a bit wide, lost the rear a bit and nearly hit the pole, but luckily we got through. So it's been sort of not a stage I really want to remember too much.
It could be very dramatic indeed. Nice and wide in places though. It certainly tempts you to go quickly through here.
Yeah, and this is now the last corners. That was a really long last left and then onto the straight, and now the surface is totally different again. So in the start it's tarmac, then it's quite a lot of loose gravel, then it's really soft, and then it's again going to be a bit harder. So a mix of all kind of different surface.
And I recognise this because this is the stoplight. Christian Solberg, beautifully driven, I'd have to say. It didn't have any scary moments in there. I was very happy with that. Going to be a heck of a rally. Give us a 1, 2, 3 for the power stage. Who do you think will finish in the points in the power stage here?
Jari-Matti, Mikko, Seb, Ogier.
Okay, so you're not thinking that maybe we might get a little surprise from maybe Ketama. I'm fancying Ketama maybe to get a few points on the power stage. Maybe a point or two for Ketama is mine. But I agree with you. I think Jari-Matti, maybe Seb, maybe Ketama is my 1, 2, 3. Christian, have a great weekend. We're looking forward to seeing you back driving, but enjoy your Rally radio experience with Wiley this weekend.
I certainly will. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed.